Warm greetings from the High 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. I have a very disturbing story out of the state of Alabama pertaining to a mother-son duo who attacked the mother's boyfriend inside of a home there in Alabama. Luckily, this man was able to escape with his life and go to a hospital to get aid. And last check, because I've checked several articles, he is still alive to my knowledge. And I will bring you an update pertaining to this story as I get the said information. Hello, Dime a Dozen. Thanks for joining me. It is a very horrific story. I do not have any details on the motive of why this mother-son attacked this man with a knife and machete. But like I said, when I get the said information, I will bring you an update to a motive. And that is the said information. I will bring you a source and bring you audio this evening pertaining to the attack of this man. This is a storyline pertaining to African-American people. The mother is Black. The son is Black. And I'm assuming the boyfriend is Black. Hello. The link is at the top of this video. If you want to hit the link after I am done, please feel free to join the panel to give your commentary. You do not have to show your face, but just make sure that your name in the chat matches the name on the panel so you can give your commentary. Please respect the hostess, the mods, and the chat. Refrain from using profanity. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal Moore. I have one mod on deck. Amen. Thank you all for joining me. I got 12 viewing. It is late here in the High 10, but the queen is holding on barely so she can bring you the said information out of Alabama. I don't know what the hell's going on down there, but somebody been drinking some mean Kool-Aid because these folks done fell off. Hello, Cupcake 701. How you doing, baby? Thanks for joining me, everybody. It was a beautiful day here in the High 10. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I got out a little bit later this evening, do a little shopping. The queen has been on a shopping frenzy lately. Nothing major, but just treating herself. Every now and again, you have to treat yourself. Amen. Thank you all for joining me. Yes, hit the button. Hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Thanks, new subscribers, new visitors. Thank you all. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App, and you are welcome to send the queen a super chat during this live stream. Amen. All donations are accepted. Doesn't matter if it's $1, $2. It doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. And if you don't donate, that is fine too. You're still loved. Amen. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Hello, Janet. How are you? Good seeing you, honey. Thanks for joining me. Got 13 viewing. I'm going to go ahead and get started because it is late in the evening. Some of you might want to go to bed, retire early, and go to church in the morning or just sleep in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this live started. Thank you all for joining me. This is a story out of Alabama, and I will be bringing you the said information. Just bear with me here. If I can get it to play. Sorry, it's a commercial playing. Hold on.
All about savings, selection, and your satisfaction. Shop the largest selection of brands in the Gulf Coast, all with the guaranteed lowest price. Prices from just $39.90. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty.
Thank you, Crystal.
Daphne police say she and her son held a man against his will and attacked him with a knife and machete when he tried to escape. Tonight, Tamika Williams is free on $6,000 bond after turning herself in to Daphne police. Investigators now focusing their efforts on locating her son, who is still on the run. One down and one to go. 36-year-old Tamika Williams, one half of the mother-son duo accused in a grisly attack, surrendering to Daphne police earlier today.
She secured a bail bondsman, and he brought her, and basically she said, here I am, and I'm here to surrender, and she did.
Investigators say she and her son Jalen Williams not only held a man against his will in their Jones Street home, but attacked him when he tried to escape. She wielding a machete, her son a butcher knife. So where is Jalen Williams?
She didn't make any statements whatsoever.
This surveillance video shows the victim making his way to a nearby restaurant late Saturday night after managing to get away. Jeremiah Matthews calling 911.
Said he just escaped a house in Dakmont, and when I asked him about his shoes, he said he ran for his life. His shirt was torn and bloody. He was covered in blood from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Investigators say the victim had been doing work at the Williams home to work off a debt, money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened. With one suspect arrested and the other still at large, the victim is still watching his back.
Yeah, he is actually doing a lot better. He's up and moving around. He is out of the hospital. Well, the victim is aware of the situation. He knows to stay aware of his surroundings as best he can.
Now, we're told both suspects will face charges of assault and unlawful imprisonment. Again, if you know the whereabouts of Jalen Williams, Daphne police want to hear from you.
Okay, that's the set information out of Alabama. Mercy me. Very, very strange story pertaining to these people. That article says something about a debt. So this is I don't know what is really going on. Thank you, Janet, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I'll be praying for you, Janet. Hope you get well, honey. KMOV4 is the source for this information. Woman turns herself in after machete attack. Police says son still at large. This is Daphne, Alabama. Police department says a woman wanted after a knife and machete attack several days ago has turned herself in, but her son is also wanted and remains at large. Police say 36-year-old Tamika Williams turned herself in, but refused to say anything regarding the whereabouts of her son, Jalen Williams, 22, also wanted in the violent incident. Police say it was about 9 p.m. Saturday when a male victim was assaulted by the mother and son. The victim was held against his will at knife point for several hours at the Williams-Daphne residence, police say. Investigators say the victim attempted to flee the residence and he was stabbed several times by Jalen Williams and slashed with a machete by Tamika Williams. They say he was able to escape on foot and sought help at a nearby restaurant. The victim was flown to University Hospital for treatment of his injuries, which are said to not be life-threatening. Tamika and Jalen Williams both face charges of second-degree assault and unlawful imprisonment. If you have information regarding the whereabouts of Jalen Williams, you are asked to contact Detective Unit at Daphne Police at 251-620-0150. I need to redo my title because I assumed that he was a boyfriend, but this article is saying the one before the news I brought you says he was working off a debt. So that's even more strange that he was at this house working off a debt. What kind of debt? So what are we saying here? That these people are selling drugs? What? He did something for him before, but didn't finish. What are we saying? This is very, very peculiar. I'm going to go back in and look to see, because all the articles I've searched tonight, all are saying the same thing. They're basically all saying the same thing. This is very, very strange to me. Nothing new pertaining to the motive. This one article that you just heard, well, he was saying in the audio about a debt, but these other articles don't say anything about a debt. This is just a very odd story. Very, very peculiar. I've got 20 viewing. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to be looking up some information while I'm live, so just bear with me. I'm trying to see if I see anything else. As you see in this audio, the news reporter said she is out on a $6,000 bond. So she turned herself in, bonded out to a bondsman, is free on bond, Miss Tamika, but her son is still at large. It's a very odd story. I'm trying to see. They don't have anything new pertaining to these people. They said information. This is very weird to me. Not very much. Very strange. Oh, yes, that's something we want to focus on as well. The mother is very young, and she's only 14 years older than her son. So that means she has her son at a very young age. Tamika Williams, 36. Jalen Williams, 22. So that means what? Someone's getting ready to have a birthday this year, either the son or the mother. If so, that would be a 15-year difference. If the mother turns 37 and he stays 22, then she'll be 15 years older than her son. If he turns 23 and she doesn't turn 37, then she'll be 13 years older than her son. Either way, we're talking about between 13, 15 years difference. It's very weird. This woman had her child young, obviously. She was pregnant at a very young age. And when you look at her photo in the said information, she's got a wild hairdo, what looks like a scarf tied around her hair, outlashes out to here, from here to New York. The son has dreadlocks. It's a fine mess. It's a fine mess. And I think it's interesting that one video that I just played says that this person, this male, was working off a debt. So this is even more peculiar. And the fact that Miss Tamika is refusing to speak regarding the whereabouts of her son, very interesting. And they held this man against his will at knife point for several hours at the Williams Daphne residence, police say. He was stabbed several times by Jalen Williams and slashed with a machete by Tamika Williams. They say he was able to escape on foot and sought help at a nearby restaurant. When you go into my source of this information, the first information I brought to you, you will see audio, hear audio, and see video surveillance of the man knocking on a restaurant's door, trying to get someone's attention. He does have on a t-shirt, and as this one guy spoke, he said the man was bloody from his head to his feet. It's a very strange story. Hello, Night Owl. How you doing? This is some very weird stuff going on here. And I wish I could give you more information. I don't know why I thought he was a boyfriend. So it's pardon my title. I will change that till I get more information pertaining to this wicked story out of Daphne, Alabama. I'm trying to get more information, but I can't find anything else to bring to you. There's nothing but the original story I brought you. I'll probably have to play it again because this is just a very interesting story. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, Nina Ross, 46. I don't recognize you. How have you changed your name? Okay. That first story I brought you with the audio is by Fox 10 News. We're going to try to play it again for those coming in the chat. Hold on 1 second, please.
Daphne police say she and her son held a man against his will and attacked him with a knife and machete when he tried to escape. Tonight, Tamika Williams is free on $6,000.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's... Well,
bond after turning herself in to Daphne police. Investigators now focusing their efforts on locating her son, who is still on the run. One down and one to go. 36-year-old Tamika Williams, one half of the mother-son duo accused in a grisly attack, surrendering to Daphne police earlier today.
She secured a bail bondsman, and he brought her, and basically she said, here I am, and I'm here to surrender, and she did.
Investigators say she and her son Jalen Williams not only held a man against his will in their Jones Street home, but attacked him when he tried to escape. She wielding a machete, her son a butcher knife. So where is Jalen Williams?
She didn't make any statements whatsoever.
This surveillance video shows the victim making his way to a nearby restaurant late Saturday night after managing to get away. Jeremiah Matthews calling 911.
Said he just escaped a house in Daphne. When I asked him about his shoes, he said he ran for his life. His shirt was torn and bloody. He was covered in blood from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Investigators say the victim had been doing work at the Williams home to work off a debt, money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened. With one suspect arrested and the other still at large, the victim is still watching his back.
Yeah, he is actually doing a lot better. He's up and moving around. He is out of the hospital. Oh, the victim is aware of.
I'm going to replay that.
He's up and moving around. He is,
because there's something that makes sense about what they just said.
Money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened. With one suspect arrested.
Hold on.
He was covered in blood from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Investigators say the victim had been doing work at the Williams home to work off a debt, money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened. With one suspect arrested and the other still at large, the victim is still watching his back.
Yeah, he is actually doing a lot better. He's up and moving around. He is out of the hospital. Oh, the victim is aware of the situation. He knows to stay aware of his surroundings.
Money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to replay this because it sounds like they're saying these people loaned him money, gave him money to bond out of jail. So he was working off a debt of money they gave him or put up for a bond, obviously. So I want to replay that again because I missed that earlier. I just caught the debt part of the audio in the beginning. But obviously these people, one of the two or both, put up a bond for him while he was in jail. And obviously he was working off a debt at the time that this attack took place at the house. I will replay that audio one more time.
With one suspect arrested and the other still at large, the victim is still watching his back.
Yeah, he is actually doing a lot better. He's up and moving around. He is
the Williams home to work off a debt, money paid to bond him out of jail when the attack happened. With one suspect arrested and the other still at large, the victim is still watching his back.
Yeah, he is actually doing a lot better. He's up and moving around. He is out of the hospital. Oh, the victim is aware of the situation. He knows to stay aware of his surroundings as best he can.
Now we're told both suspects will face charges of assault and unlawful imprisonment. Again, if you know the whereabouts of Jalen Williams, Daphne police want to hear from you.
Okay, everybody, that's Fox 10 News if you need a source. So that's why you have to replay things so you can make sure you give out the appropriate information. I will change the title because for some reason I was assuming he was a boyfriend. But nonetheless, this commentary from Fox 10 News is saying this man was at their home working off a debt from money they posted for his bond out of jail. So something went wrong at this said home that night between the three, or the two and one intervened, such as the son. This woman is only a few years older than her son. We're talking a few years. She was damn near a preteen when she got pregnant with her son. Yes, I'm throwing that in there because I find that very interesting. She's 36 and the son is 22. I think most of you can count in the chat. Shut your mouth. This is a very bizarre story. I don't know what's going on with these people. There's just some very weird stuff going on. I don't know if this is a drug-related situation. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Because in a way, it kind of sounds like some old chronic behavior. Yo, Pookie. Pookie locked up. Pookie went to jail. Pookie called somebody. Hey, can you get me out? I'm good for the money. Just get me out of here. Then he gets out. Maybe he stops by. Maybe he's a family member. Maybe he stays there. See, we don't know any of the circumstances. And then somebody says, well, you got to do this. I need my money back. Woo, woo, woo. When you going to pay me? And all hell breaks loose. Next thing you know, the son is attacking the man with a knife, it says in the said commentary. And then Mama Bear decides to put the icing on the cake and slice him with a machete. When you watch the said audio, you will see the man's back to the camera. He has a long bandage on the back of his back. There's also video surveillance showing him banging on a door or window of an establishment, restaurant, seeking aid for his injuries. And it also states he was flown to an area hospital to receive care. This is a very crazy story. I was thinking that this was maybe a lover's quarrel. He did something terrible to the mama bear. Son was called to intervene, or the son was there when something was said or done to his mama. He jumped in, started stabbing the man. I don't know. I don't even know if this will even be an issue of self-defense. But what I find interesting is if she's not speaking to the detectives to tell what happened, because as you see, the sergeant in this audio video states she wasn't speaking, then that means the version that they got to give this in this story came from the victim. The victim must have said, I was at these people's house doing work for them. Here I am now at the hospital stabbed up. What in the hell is going on? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to this very odd and peculiar story out of Daphne, Alabama. Thanks for joining me. Wow. But it will be interesting to find out if he is indeed a boyfriend, lover, side piece, new piece, old piece. Ooh, Lord, I'm dead. Shut your mouth. But when I get an update, I will bring you the commentary pertaining to this odd story. Lieutenant says, laugh out loud. That's too funny, not Pookie. Well, it's somebody. I don't know. Yes, please. Thumbs up, please. Don't be rude. Of course, you know, most people may like to hear the commentary first before giving the video a thumbs up, unless you're just an avid fan and you just give me a thumbs up anyway. But it's neither here nor there. I thank you for joining me. God bless all of you. Hope you're having a safe weekend. But this is a commentary I'm bringing to you this evening. I got a notification pertaining to this. I saw the picture and I thought, dear God, what the hell is going on with this chick? These eyelashes out to here. I mean, these long eyelashes, hair all on top of her head, what looks like a scarf tied around her head. And then in this commentary with Fox News, they show another mug shot of her with her hair with like burgundy and black eyelashes. Once again, homegirl loves eyelashes. She looks crazy in that photo too. Of course, hey, it's not like she's posing for Vogue, so I guess it doesn't really damn matter if she smiles or not. Shut your mouth. Hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to this crazy story out of Alabama. What do you think was really going on with these three? Is it an issue of bond money not paid? When did the man go to jail? How long has this been going on with him owing these people money? If indeed this is true, did he tell the truth to authorities about what really happened in that apartment on Jones Street? Damn, Pookie. Y'all know I love to call him Pookie Jones. Shut your mouth. And now the street is Jones Street. I'm dead. Hit the link if you want to give your commentary. Well, it's a slow evening. That's okay. Just wanted to bring you all this said information out of Alabama. Very, like I said, a very odd and very odd and bizarre story. just odd indeed. At the very top, Crystal, when you first come in, sweetheart, it's at the top. You have to scroll all the way in your chat. Just go all the way up in your chat. Scroll to the top, dear. This happens every time I go live. Thanks for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Well, Miss Charmaine, when I do copy it, it obviously doesn't post, so that's not much I can do about that. I can't rack my brain. I don't know why the link never shows when I post it at the top. It's very strange to me. Because I said welcome and hit the link to join the panel. This just seems strange that you all never see it. Yes, if you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. And all super chats are welcome during the live. Thank you, Miss Janet, for your donation. God bless you. Thank you so much. This is a very odd story out of Alabama. As I stated, I don't have all the details pertaining to this story. I've looked at several articles before coming on live to get a more varying version of this story. And there's only one with the Fox 10 basically said that the guy was there doing work for this lady. And all the other ones was just basically saying a man was attacked at the home and the son participated. She finished him off. He escaped, was flown to an area hospital. She wasn't speaking of what actually happened, and the son is on the run. So imagine mother-son duo being in a cell, jail, and or prison together because this could be deemed attempted murder down the road. Who's to say? You never know how the DA is going to word it in an indictment. God forbid this guy decides to change his mind. Lord have mercy. But we know in most states, the district attorney will pick up the charge regardless if you decide to drop the charges, which we see a lot of this in domestic situations with women who are abused by men. They want to drop the charges. They fear for their safety, or they're still in love. They don't want him hurt. They don't want him going to jail, prison. But as I state, there are some states that will pick up the charge no matter if you decide to drop the charges or not. I don't really know what's the 411 between all three parties. Who knows whom, how long, what's the true involvement with all three parties, but it seems very strange to me. This man allegedly says he was there working off a debt. He has to be the one to give that version because they say the lady is not giving any information pertaining to the whereabouts of her son or any other information. So I'm assuming the victim is the one speaking of what allegedly happened at that Jones Street apartment. Please hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to this story in Alabama. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hi, Joy. How are you, sweetheart? Thanks for joining me, hon. Love you too. There's a lot of violence, uptick of violence lately with people in general. Thank you, Crystal Moore. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't understand why you couldn't see it. This is what I keep
Yeah, I know the first one I just seen.
everybody sees.
It's weird.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry about that. I had hit the wrong button. I don't understand why, because it was the first thing I put up there.
Yeah, the first one that I seen was that one I put, whoever that was.
Yeah. That's just strange to me because I spoke to that person. That's what's so weird.
Yeah.
Down a dozen. Hello, Jackie.
Yeah.
How you doing? All right. Run it up.
I just can't believe this. Mom.
You act like somebody. It's like an old woman. I just can't believe it. Where the fuck you always getting into trouble? Hey. How old are you, ma'am? Boy, ain't I done told you? I'm tired of running up in this jailhouse, burning you out. Your crazy ass mama. Look at it. Y'all got knives and machetes and yeah. Okay, I'm
I can't believe this. What type of parenting skills does she have? Golly, you gonna just now she don't put her son. He don't really life gone, ruined.
But guess what? He fully grown. Hello.
22, and he probably still young-minded.
Yeah, but see, the crazy part is we don't even really know what the hell happened with this place, with these people.
Yeah, because that's only part of the story. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the story. Indeed.
Yeah,
some hot butter grease grits.
All that.
Them folk got some pinto beans burnt on the stove. This kind of mess they got.
And she sure has never taken parenting classes because this is not in one of the chapters.
Pookeena, look, Pookeena, what wrong with you? Pookeena, what your problem is? Look at me. I'm sitting up here talking junk about her. She free. When I heard him say she got on Bob $6,000, I said,
That means she
know what YouTube.
She put up 600 to get out. Then, if her bond was 6,000, she put up 600.
A low bond, mighty low
That's
bond.
crazy.
I guess Alabama said, "Well, of course we ain't open. We don't even care what we give them. Don't care what the due bill gonna be." Shut your mouth.
And then the son on the run.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Sounds like the son was protecting the mother after the nasty man tried something. Well, Jennifer, we don't really know what's the truth. We only have one version, is that he was there working off a debt when this attack occurred. When you Google other articles pertaining to this story, which I found in Newsbreak, it doesn't specify a motive or reasoning. Only this Fox 10 News is giving a alleged reason. Not a reason, but just something that transpired. So this is a one-sided story because the mother is not talking, nor is she giving up the goods on where her son is. So I don't know. What you mean? What made the mom get a bail bondsman? Because she was in jail. Now, Charmaine, really? Oh wow.
They finna be in the same prison.
Well,
That's crazy.
look, catch me if you can. You got to find him first.
Yeah. Mm.
Now, what do you think was actually going on? Because I don't know if this is a drug story or it's a story of somebody bonded out they man. Yeah, I said that. And he felt some type of way or acted some type of way, wasn't to the liking of a she, and she got jiggy, and then here comes the son. Either she called him or the son was already there when the jigginess started. See, you don't even know where to take this story.
She probably bailed him out, wanted
Mm-hmm.
her money because she,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, rent
Yeah.
coming up, something. Probably
Mm-hmm.
get my money right back if I bail you out, and he didn't do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So now she snapped,
Mm-hmm.
and
So he made up the story that I was working off. Cause see, that sounds like some crackhead talk. Sorry.
yeah, sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what that
Yeah, I don't
sounds
think
like.
he's
That's why I
telling
was
all of
confused.
it.
What? Look.
Mm-mm.
We should have look. I should have Googled where the hell Daphne, Alabama is. Let me see.
That sound like a. That sound
The
like a
nearest
old.
street.
That sound like a old country folk town.
That is red clay dirt by Felicia.
Mm.
Do you know I closed my eyes when I said that? They closed my eyes. That's some red clay dirt. I bet you if you go through Daphne, Alabama, the road is red. It's clay dirt. Shut your mouth.
mm.
Wow. So we don't even know where to take the story. I don't know why I thought it was a boyfriend for some reason. I just assumed that. But who the hell knows? Because everybody's getting jiggy lately, killing each other, hurting each other, shooting each other, stabbing each other, people killing children. That's an everyday occurrence. People harming their own children. It's just out of control right now. People want to blame COVID, want to blame not getting the stimulus, want to blame everything but what's relevant. Folks just ain't stable. That's the gist of it all. You just got a lot of people out here who are not mentally stable, not well equipped as human beings, do not have
Mm.
coping skills, fly off the handle, mental issues, whatever, and
Mm.
temperament problems. That's all. Okay, Janet.
It's uh,
What's the
170
URB? What's
170 miles southwest of the state capital of Montgomery,
okay?
Baldwin County.
Montgomery's a little ways down.
Okay, that's where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
170 miles southwest.
Huntsville's at the top. Huntsville's at the top. Under that's Birmingham, and I think Montgomery's up under Birmingham. So 170 miles. That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, 170 miles.
When you look at the map, how far down do you see it? Like way to the bottom, almost like
Yeah,
to the coast.
to the southwest. Yep, southwest side.
So what state is sitting up under that?
Um,
Florida or what?
let's see.
How you doing, Gypsy?
Um,
Hot mess.
Bell Forest. You know where Bell Forest is? Let's see.
I sure don't.
uh,
It sounds like you done went out the country.
Clay City.
Baby, just how far is it from the next state under that?
Okay, from the next day. Dang, that yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. It's all the way.
I mean, what state's sitting up under it is what I'm asking.
Uh, hold on.
Florida. Jay Escobar says Florida. That's what I thought.
Wow.
So this is some country bunking stuff going on down there. Thank you, Jay. Shut your mouth. Well, I was close when I said red clay dirt. Hell, we talking about sand.
Mm-hmm.
We could switch it up. It's a sandbox. Wow. Well, I guess the truth will come out. Some part of the truth anyway of what happened on that fateful evening. Who said what to Joe, Pookie, Pookie Jones said, I ain't doing no work. Oh, I done did all I'm gonna do. You gonna do what, Negro? No, you better get up there and do that. Whoop to whoop. Next thing you know, ting, here come a knife. Ting, here come a machete. I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. What she
Well,
call her? She called her son. That's
okay, Janet says it's off Highway 98. Well, that ain't telling me much, Janet, because I don't know nothing about those parts down there, baby. But I thank you. It's at the bottom. We're gonna leave it at that.
yeah, it's at the
It's
bottom.
at the bottom of Alabama. Nonetheless, these people are embroiled in some shenanigans pertaining to allegedly a work debt, a bond debt, basically. They bonded him out. You see how interesting this story is? You go pay up a bond for this food, you and your son.
And now you gotta bail yourself
Wait,
out.
and then y'all fall out with this Negro and get knives and machetes like some old the Warriors from Brooklyn, New York. Remember that movie from the 80s? And now here y'all, you get bonded out $600 to get your dusty tail out. And now your son on the run for what exactly? This is stupid.
And that's gonna be another $600.
So I'm sitting there thinking now, if it's about some children being assaulted, molested, raped, or you were assaulted, kidnapped, and you just went ham, you flipped out, you was able to get away and cut them up, okay. But he talking about a work debt. So that's why I said, are we talking about a crackhead scenario? What are we talking about here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that doesn't make sense. If he's over there working,
Yeah,
the
then
debt
what would be
off.
the problem?
I mean, he's
What would be
over
the
there
problem?
working the debt off.
Right. Okay. So what is the argument then? He's not working quick enough. He ain't
Right.
doing enough, or he's ready to go. He decided
Yeah.
he decided he wanted to smoke a black and mild, a blunt, or he had some OE. It's drink time. I'm done.
Yep.
Ain't you? Cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. This
I
some
won't
pieces
doubt it. I
missing.
won't doubt. Look, I won't doubt if homeboy dating her. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And he then came home, wanting to watch a little television and Facebook, and she like, what's up with my money?
Yep.
Cause it's looking funny. Come on, Angel.
That's what I think. That's what I think happened.
Mm-hmm. Woo! Stand back. I can make myself laugh, sugar.
She said, "Okay, I'm gonna bail you out, but I need
Mm,
my money
I
back."
need my money back. Don't we know about that? Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Get my.
I almost said something on that line.
Oh.
Shut your mouth, Angel. Can I get mine, please? You asked for it, didn't you? You know that seems to be the running thing lately. Everybody needs some money.
Yeah.
Everybody got their hands out. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
she
Gimme got drowned.
she was not playing about that money.
Look, Gimme got drowned off of Highway 98.
Yeah.
Damn. Look, they begging in Tennessee. They begging in Alabama. They just statewide beggars. Shut your mouth. But I bet you what. Look, somebody said, okay, now I said they had too much brown liquor. Ain't no telling what was going on. Ain't no telling what the hell was going on between the three or the two. Take your pick.
Mm-hmm.
As we state, we only have one version that the news has brought forward, and that's all we have to go on. So we will have to wait and see if Mama Bear will decide to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help her, Jesus. And then we'll wait and see if her son will decide to come out of hiding. Because my thing is, if you from Daphne, Alabama, you probably don't know too many people anywhere else. Boy, where is you going? Shut your mouth. You can't hang in Brooklyn. You can't hang in Chicago. So you might as well just do what your mammy did and turn yourself in. Why did I feel like this is a real bad country black movie?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Tito, now you know better. Now you get yourself on down there to that jailhouse. Turn yourself in, boy.
Mm-hmm. We gonna bail you out.
Woo. I want to know where they got the machete from. The machete store? What you mean? Where they got it from? And look, they showed a picture of it too in that video. Just log on to Fox 10 News. You will see the video of the machete, other mug shots of the defendants, suspects, and a picture of the man with his back to the camera of his wound and him knocking on that restaurant window door trying to get assistance. This some old basehead type of stuff. Yeah, that's what it kind of sound like. Something maybe drug related. Especially talking about working off a debt. I thought, oh Lord, here we go. But obviously they gave up money for a bond for him, the victim.
Yeah.
That's what was said in the audio. They put up money for a bond, or the mama put up money for a bond, and he was out to repay the debt of the money they put up. That's what was said. If that is indeed true. Like I said, you have no idea what is truth or not. If mama can do it, son can do it too. Say what? I'm red. I'm like, what? Stand back, Gypsy. What are you saying? If mama can do it, son can do it too.
Talking about turning himself in.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I'm a little slow tonight. A little tired. Well, that's what he needs to do. Because my thing is, like I said, can you maintain being on the run? You just gonna make it worse, and you don't want to end up with a knee to your neck. So you best turn yourself in.
Yep.
Cause you down there with red clay, dirt, and sand. You best turn yourself in, honey. Cause you don't want them good old boys to come across you. If you're hiding around them parts. If you get my drift. Now, boy, you come on out underneath that shed.
And they're gonna have no problem. They won't have no problem shooting them.
Now, boy, I'll see your foot, boy, up underneath that shed. Now you come on out under that rim throw. That boy, come on now, wasting my time. Millie got my supper ready. I got to get back to the plantation. I said that. I'm just a person with a long day. I need a hug, friends. Well, honey, we all need a hug. Well, I'll send a virtual hug out to you, baby. Hope it gets better. Yeah, he's stupid. In this day and time, with all this going on with African Americans and the police and the sheriff and the deputy and the mayor, you need to go turn yourself in.
Yep. Yep.
Just turn yourself in and be done with it. Hell, your man ain't paid for $600. Like you said, yours ought to be somewhere right around in there. Oh, I'm red is a native term. Oh, okay. I got you, honey. Sorry about that, dear. I wonder how they wanted him to work the debt off. He was working the debt off night out by being in there doing work at the house. That's what was said. He was there working a debt off. So I'm assuming he was doing house chores. I don't know. Well, the apartments look like one level, so we know he wasn't trying to carry no damn piano up the stairs. Lord Jesus, I'm dead. Ooh, these black folks and these problems. Oh my God. Well, as they say, to be continued. Oh,
yeah, I want to see if the sun turns itself in.
Red people walk the red road. Love you, mama. We call this BS walking the red road. Okay, Gypsy. Well, interesting. This is a very interesting story. But look, alongside so many more.
Yes.
You can't even keep up with all the stories. I mean, because it just goes on and on and on. It's like non-stop nonsense. Well, I'm almost an hour in. Not much friction going on here in this live, and I'll probably call it quits. It's 1 in the morning. So if
All
nobody
right,
else,
we love you, Queen.
ooh, look, you running off, ain't you?
No.
Dang, dang, what you got skates on? I'm gonna change that title because that heifer, she out of jail. She might look at YouTube and be like, that ain't my damn man. That woman up there talking about that's my man. That's a look, that's a good way to get somebody to start talking. Put something up there in the title that ain't the truth.
Right?
Yeah, she heard me on Facebook talking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That ain't my man. Then somebody be trying to reach out and say, ma'am, I need to talk to you about what happened that day in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You welcome, Gypsy. You welcome. Well, that's the gist of the story. A woman and her son had an altercation with the man inside of her home. The son attacked the man with a knife, and then Mama Bear decided to end the night with cutting the man with a machete. He ran for his life on foot to safety to a restaurant to get help. He was flown to a nearby hospital or area hospital where he received treatment. Fox News 10 is the source. If you want to open up that video in that said article to see the video surveillance of him knocking on the window door to get help, they show his back to the camera with the wound covered up with bandages, a bandage rather. I don't know how deep the wounds were, but that was not revealed in said commentary. But it's a wicked story because the reporter, basically saying the man was there at the house that night to work off a debt. Exactly what the debt was for, allegedly was for, them bonding him out. The mother bonding him out. One of the two bonded him out. So he was there to pay back what they gave up in funds to get him out of jail. That's what was stated in this Fox 10 commentary. What did he go to jail for? I don't know. What was he actually doing at the house that night to work off the debt? I don't know. Handyman services? Perhaps. Is there something else going on, hanky panky? I don't know. First thing I thought of was drug related. I don't know. It's not good to think the worst, but hell, something wasn't right because old boy got stabbed up by both, not just the son, but the mama. And I believe the mama came in late. So they say he also was there for hours, kidnapped, held against his will. What the hell was going on with his mom and son? And what exactly did he owe besides the money? Because now we have to wonder if it's more to it than just them bonding them out. What all is going on with these three? How do these people know each other? What made the woman put up money to bond them out? What is actually the relationship between the mother and the male? And another thing that struck me odd when reading this, the mother is like 14 years older than the son. So mama had her baby young. Mama was out there in the streets young, knocked up. Very sad to me. And now look at this, a child rearing a child, and now the child is an adult, and here they are now immersed in a crime of attacking a man at their house who's allegedly working off a debt at their house. Doing what exactly? Queen has no idea. Yes, Crystal, I agree. I would like the whole story. And it'll be nice if we actually get the whole story. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. I'm going to stop it here because it is late, but I want to thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Have a happy weekend and a blessed week. I will try to get back on, perhaps later on, bring you another news story, or if I get an update to this story, I will bring you the said commentary. Thank you, Maz, for joining me. Yes, it's a very terrible story out there in Vegas, indeed. Thank you all so much for joining me. God bless all of you. The Queen's out of here. Thanks for joining me. Everyday Shenanigans.